Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. We're gonna do a random run today. The screen region is a little different. I bunged it up a little bit. So we got integers 1 to 10, and we're gonna do another one here. 4, that is fucking Judas, man. Every freaking GD son of a gun time. Alright, well, there's no relaxation for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, Judas. Man, we've had like 3 Judas runs in our last 12 runs, which is unlikely. Curse of the Blind, it's not as bad as just having low HP. B0, G0, JS46. Number one thing for us, this is very obvious. Whoa, my brain was not switched on there for a second. I almost dodged right into that shot. That would have been terrible. We need, it's Spirit Heart Protocol, Execute Plan SH, not Plan SH, that's for a library, not for our purposes right here. You get a bomb, or you get over 5 cents in a key, which we've already gotten, or you just find a random Spirit Heart. That key gives us access to the shop, which should allow us to pick up a Spirit Heart, or if we're feeling particularly jaunty, we could pick up a bomb, blow up the Tinted Rock, but obviously the odds of that working out in exactly the way that we want is a little bit less likely. Please drop a bomb. Oh, that would have saved me a little bit of heartache. But there is a Spirit Heart for sale. We are going to buy that. And all of a sudden, it's not quite as risky as it used to be. And there will be people who are like, well, now you can't go to the curse room without, you know, taking the Spirit Heart of damage. And that is correct. I wish that things were different, but they're not. I want to maintain survival here. And considering we're going to get, like, exclusively deals after every single boss fight but this one, I'm completely okay with just, you know, not getting super powerful on floor 1 or not having the chance to get super powerful on floor 1, pick up a guppy or, you know, ceremonial robes or something like that, in the interest of just surviving instead. And the Halo is a really, really good pickup here. I will go to that curse room if we can actually snag a bomb. Okay, we can take a sigh of relief here, at least temporarily. That is a really nice first floor. Nearly ideal. We got an all stats upgrade, no matter, you know, if it's the best one or not the best one, it doesn't matter that much. We also now, if we wanted to, could, because we got 2 nickels dropped from our poop. Sorry, 3 nickels dropped from our poop. We could buy a lot of things. That's pretty staggering for the first floor. You probably wouldn't expect that most of the time. Sorry, not all of them came from the poop. One of them came from the fire. Mom's bra is not nearly good enough here. Was there a, what am I trying to say here? A bomb for sale on that shop? Was there a bomb for sale? No, there's a battery, a key. What is this? Piggy bank. Well, it gave us some more money, which I will use to buy the key. And I actually I'm gonna be a little risky here. I wanted to make sure we stayed over 5 cents if possible. I'm gonna go to this, and it did end up working out for us. Even if it didn't, I was like, we're probably gonna be fine on the next floor, and we're gonna be able to get a deal with the devil. Just the only thing we're worried about is not dying. So that's a really, really good first floor. As Judas, I can't complain about that at all. If we can just, you know, not completely fuck it up on this floor, we should be in a really, really good position. And that battery might help. I am going to shoot all the poop. I feel like I'd be a bit ungrateful not to shoot all the poop. After it's given us all that amazing money. Now, this is what we bought our key for. Assuming we don't need to go to our shop to buy a Spirit Heart, which would be very disappointing for me, considering the fact that I'm at a pretty good level of that right now. The Devil card, also pretty good. Does it stack with Book of Belial? I don't know, but Dark Bum... Look, you can be mad. Don't be mad at Dark Bum. Be mad at me. This is like the 4th time in a row that we've had Dark Bum, and absolutely, if there's any time that I'm gonna take this, it's when I don't have any rerolls, because I don't have the D6, and I'm in the middle of the longest streak of my life. So, I hesitate to say this, because it takes some of the risk out of it here. It takes some of the enjoyment out of it for some people. But this is looking really, really strong. Certainly, it would be very reckless to call this unlosable right now. Unlosable. He alive, damn it. It's a miracle. No, but we're in a staggeringly good position right now. Yeah, we'll take that. We are Judas, so our offense is already really buoyed a little bit by the fact that we have the Book of Belial, and that'll be augmented positively, of course, by the AAA battery. Then we got the All Stats upgrade, which does affect it a little bit, which also gave us some HP. And now we have Dark Bum, which takes care of, like, all of our defensive problems. So I'm feeling like this is one where we could get pretty insane pretty quick. More HP is always fine. I would love a guppy item here, but to be honest with you, 4 Spirit Hearts is not really a... we can't do anything else here. 4 Spirit Hearts is not really a bad haul from a first floor deal with the devil. It means that we might get a deal with the angel on this floor, but in its own way that could be kind of fun as well, right? You know, we could experiment a little bit with angel items on a Judas run. It doesn't happen all that much, and who knows? Maybe this is one of those runs where we're going to pick up, you know, Mind, Body, Soul, Godhead, Sacred Heart or something like that. We have had Godhead more recently than Sacred Heart, which is a little crazy. Both of those items show up so rarely for a variety of reasons. I will open these, of course. I Can See Forever is a great pill. Well worth my time here. Hopefully we get a... well, that's also great, but hopefully we also get a key drop here at some point, because that's the whole reason I opened these chests, was to be able to open this golden chest as well. But I guess our first key would probably be better used to go to the item room, maybe the shop, something like that. It doesn't really matter right now. We're pretty much just we're a turret right now. We don't have to make any intellectual decisions or anything like that. At least not yet. All we really have to do is, you know, try not to get hit as much as possible, preserve our HP, which, honestly, there's a lot of leniency on that. I'm gonna open it just so we can say goodbye to this room, and that turned out to be a very good decision. On paper, maybe a terrible decision, but Isaac isn't played on paper. Which normally people say that as, like, you know, it's a sports analogy. You know, the game's not played on paper. Whoever wanted it more won. In this case, it was really just a self-serving way of saying I got pretty lucky with what my drops were there. And if we get, like, Magic Mushroom here, I'm gonna be the happiest boy in the world. I Can See Forever. We can take that to the next floor. Bad Gas sucks. Tears Up. Tears Up. What's the other one? Is Bad Gas again? Yeah. Don't want Liberty Cap so much. I think the I Can See Forever pill is better than the Devil card for us. Let's go fight our boss, and I am still selfishly somewhat hoping for deals with the devil, just because it's the easiest shortcut to high damage, which is our easiest shortcut to success. However, oh my god, we're only on 6 minutes, and we could leave this floor right now if we wanted to. Now, I don't want to, obviously, because I want to, you know, get to our item room in our shop, but it's funny. This could be the first boss rush in quite some time, and that is actually a full heart there. You got another one paying out here? This is pretty amazing. Oh my god. You paid out with 6 special hearts there. Why did I not go fight the boss? So we are leaving this floor with full HP, no questions asked. I'm going to avoid picking it up until we finish it, just so that we can, you know, make sure that we have it, but we are going to have it as well. The only one we can even pick up right now is the black heart. So, wow, this is probably the fastest I've gone from a scary low amount of HP to a scary high amount of HP. Within 3 floors, we've gone from 1 HP, no Spirit Hearts, to 4 HP and too many Spirit Hearts to even use. Pretty ridiculous. Thank you, Dark Bum. Thank you, I Can See Forever Pill. Thank you, Fate, and the other Eternal Heart we got. Thank you, thank you, thank you, basically. It's looking increasingly likely like 78 is going to show up here. Cat of Nine Tails and a deal with the devil. That's what I want, extra damage, because our HP is so good. Ceremonial Robes definitely fits the bill as well. Let's go exploring for our, well, for some keys, hopefully, but then at some point I also would love to be able to get into the item room in the shop. And arcades are going to be really valuable if we can swing them on the next floor, considering we have piggy bank and far too much money to even know what to do with. Alright, Curse Room is a no-brainer, of course. No guppy items yet, but that momentum can show up a little bit later. You know what? I know we've gotten a luck upgrade. I would love to get some more luck upgrades. Even in pill form. Actually, pill form would be the best because it wouldn't take over, take up a boss slot, but I would really like to get some more consumable drops. That seems to be kind of a sore spot for us thus far. Again, the HP we're losing here is largely, and by largely I mean maybe like literally completely irrelevant. It's actually maybe a good thing because it gives us a chance to get the extra money from the piggy bank, which I believe functions like Swallowed Penny, even though I forget sometimes. Still need a key. That is not a key. I'm starting to think we're not going to be able to go to our item room or shop here, which would be annoying, but at the same time, we've had a pretty good haul regardless. Ability to fly, HP, another HP upgrade tied to a luck upgrade, ceremonial robes, and more Spirit Hearts that we could shake a stick at. Thought maybe this would be a dead end. I'm going to throw a bomb down here. One of those is bad gas, so I'm largely unconcerned with that. I'd like to get these guys, like, trapped in here as well. I think we poisoned them with the mushroom, so that's pretty okay. And Pheromones Pill, pretty bad. Super Pride. You could give me 9 lives, which would suck a little bit for our HP, but otherwise be okay. High Priestess. Nah, I Can See Forever is way more valuable, so... we did get a key, though. Where did I get that key? I totally missed out on that. Puberty. Largely irrelevant. Let's use our key to go to the shop, because I have money. And it's a little risky, I'll admit. There might not be a key for sale. There is not a key for sale. Unless, what is this? Do we know this? Lemon Party? That's disappointing. Should have gone to our item room, but there are many situations in which we could say we should have gone to our shop as well. Devil card. Let's see. The other one's Bad Gas, yeah. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. Not my favorite floor, for obvious reasons. We were unable to go to our item room, but we did go to our shop, and we still got all sorts of great advantages out of this regardless. And we're still way ahead of the curve when it comes to boss rush. One thing I definitely should do is start using Book of Belial a little bit more often. Wow, that's extremely lucky. Start using Book of Belial a little bit more often. You know, we have the capability to use it more, so we might as well take advantage of it. Right now, I'm still only using it for bosses, which means, like, you know, why in the world would you ever pick up AAA battery? We could have had something else instead. Even Liberty Cat might have been better. Oh, yeah. I Can See Forever, right. So we got another I Can See Forever for next floor. I believe that's Puberty? No, Lemon Party. Let's pop that right away to be completely useless. And this one is Tears Up. This is one of the best, like, most high-powered seeds I think I've ever had. It's just... That's very useful, by the way. It's just insanely good. I haven't even been nervous about using pills, because, like, our pill rotation has just been consistently positive. Just feels good, man. Up to 38 cents here, and our blood bank did pay out. We went down a little further than I expected, but that ended up being probably a pretty good thing here. More Spirit Hearts. I'm thinking in the future I'd like to see less Spirit Hearts, more guppy items, if you will. I don't think we missed out on a secret room, but it is, of course, always possible. Now, the longer you stay before jumping, the easier my job here is, because the eyes are annoying, but really it's the downtime when you jump that causes you to be a boss fight that takes longer than I'd like. For now, though, I mean, this is, like, the least powerful we've ever been for me to say there's no way we lose. That's not true. We have had those runs where basically we're like literally unkillable and have no damage, and it's a slog and a war of attrition. At least on this run, we've got a nice, a very, very nice bit of damage. Above average, at the very least, but probably substantially above average. No secret room there, obviously. But I would like some more. And we're pretty much literally unkillable. It's just we're lacking those, like, super, you know, brimstone-y mom's knife type items that usually you would call a one-run super early for. I mean, we are only on the caves part 2, right? Yeah. So it does seem like a little bit of a premature call, but at the same time, it's short of a shitty run reroll. We're totally fine here. There's pretty much nothing I can offer in offer up as like a way that the game could possibly beat me here. There is a Tinted Rock. Small Rock is one of the few damage upgrades readily available that has not shown up yet. It was worth a bomb to check, even if it didn't end up coming true. The Mongol Baby pickup, by the way, is totally fine. We don't want that. Is totally fine. One of the best familiars. And if we get another familiar that we like a lot, like maybe Rodden Baby, then it's excellent. I'm still looking for... Yeah, we didn't have Magic Mushroom, we had the Halo. Oh my god, there it is! It felt unreal because I'd been asking for it for so long. When it finally showed up, I was like, oh, geez. This thing exists, huh? Yeah, why not take another health upgrade? We're hoping to be able to trade some more stuff away on our Deals with the Devil. That's Bad Gas. We could use it on the boss fight, but I also think it's largely irrelevant. Let's go fight Gertie here. And this is a good test because Gertie is like the tankiest boss at this stage of the game. What is that sound? Is that our new... We got this robot litter box that, like, rotates. And the cats have been playing with it. They jump in it and then they poop. No, it's actually someone vacuuming outside. But we did get a robot litter box. I guess that's me. I'm trying to brag. Yeah, you know, we're living the good life. We got a toilet for our cats that's more expensive than our own toilet. I must admit, I don't know if that's true. I don't know how much human toilets cost, but it seems like one of those things that would probably be surprisingly expensive. Everybody's got to have one, you know. It's relatively inelastic demand, right? We know this? Health up. Again, why not? Well, actually, we're starting to get to the point where there are good reasons why not. Also, people might argue that the converter is a good choice here, but I'm actually going to respectfully disagree, because I actually do not want many more red hearts. I know that my taking of the health upgrade pills is somewhat contrasting to that, but I don't really want too many other HP upgrades, because I want to have some room for Dark Bum to be able to pay out with Spirit Hearts, basically. But I guess it functionally doesn't matter all that much. We're on Necropolis 1, we're about 10 seconds ahead of time, which I think is probably still a little bit behind the time, actually, because my splits are not proper. I need to... Well, I don't need to, but at some point in the future, I may want to rework those. By the way, now, in case you didn't pick up on it, and I should have brought it up, but picking up Book of Belial... Well, we had started with Book of Belial, but picking up AAA Battery in conjunction... I'll take it. In conjunction with 9-Volt with Book of Belial, or any 3-charge item, means that I can use Book of Belial on every single room, which I think we got to admit at this point is pretty ridiculous. Some rooms is going to be annoying because it's going to take like a half second to activate the item, but also, pretty much this means that we have... Oh, that was very dumb. Pretty much this means that we can... Did we not... I don't think I took that yet. This means that we can use it every single room, and basically this is our base damage now. Which is pretty disgusting, because as you can see, it can kill a lot of the semi-difficult enemies on a floor like Necropolis very, very quickly. Like, Pin is not supposed to be the easiest room that we face here. Probably that, 4 spiders room I took damage on, actually, would be... The Hierophant, yeah, good to know for the future, but for right now, obviously, we're fine on HP. I'm gonna close my door in a second, so hopefully you guys can't hear that vacuum. It's a loud vacuum. I do appreciate it, You have to, when you work from home... You kind of, and this is, again, it comes off as humble bragging, I don't mean it like that. But you start to appreciate, that every community, you need to make compromises in order for the good of the community. Like, if you work away from home, you do not realize, don't even talk to me about that damage. You don't realize how many people mow their lawns at like 11 a.m. right outside your window. It's fucking nuts, man. There is a whole world of clandestine landscapers that you just do not know exist. Until I started working from home, I was like, man, how do all these lawns get mowed? Well, retirees, between the hours of 9:30 a.m. and 11:30 a.m., do nothing but mow lawns. No offense, men. That's your right. You've contributed to society. You paid your dues. You're getting your, your pension kicked back to you. Yeah, we'll take this. It could be fun. There's all sorts of cool synergies with it. That's your constitutionally protected right. To mow your lawn whenever you goddamn please, out within the realms of the municipal bylaws. But it's annoying as someone who, requires relative silence except for my own idiotic ramblings. Really good damage on that room. Like, I'm playing at the best of my abilities now. You don't realize that. You also don't realize how many of your neighbors are just blasting, like, loud-ass techno music at, like, 1 p.m. on a Tuesday. This is something that happened, like, just prior to this, recording session. I was like, damn, dog, my 50-year-old neighbor is blasting loud techno music at 1 p.m. on a Tuesday. I don't begrudge him. He doesn't know, the way that I have to live my life or choose to live my life. But still, it's kind of weird. Yeah, I expected him to be like a chartered accountant or something like that. Instead, I don't know, maybe he's a tattoo artist. The world, it needs both of them in varying degrees. Probably more tattoo artists than chartered accountants, I would say. Nobody gets wasted on their 18th birthday and says, I'm gonna go get, a new budget worked up. Not to say that's the only way that people get tattoos, of course. I was just trying to make a quick joke at nobody's expense. Okay, this door has to close now. I'm sorry, cats. If you want to come in, now's the right time. I do appreciate clean carpets, though. And it's like, until they invent a silent vacuum, you just gotta learn to live with it. And I'm sure, man, that like people in other apartments are talking the same thing about me. They're like, this one motherfucker, he just talks for like 11 hours a day in the apartment next to us super loudly. What's up with that? Oh, I don't know. It must be nice to not have a job. So, that's an apartment building is just a community in a microscopic context, man. You all gotta look out for one another, You're each other's. It takes a village to raise a child, and you are all each other's children. This is more damage for me. Oh, I didn't get hit there, because I am the world's best Isaac player, and by that, I'm joking. It used to be more clear that that was a joke, but as the streak goes on, my hubris has grown and perhaps gives people the wrong idea about my impression of my own play. I think I have been playing well over the course of the streak, in varying degrees again, but I certainly have no, you know, artificial designs on me being better than the truly best Isaac players in the game, you know, the speedrunners and the Cobalt Streaks and the Dick Hammers of the world, etc., etc. Yeah, I mean, Ghost Baby. It's no Dry Baby, but it's alright. We can use the Moon card to get out of this. Oh, we could have used that to get out of Boss Rush instead, but we also, like, should be completely fine doing Boss Rush if we want to, especially considering that we have Dark Bomb. Like, our HP should be fine. I'll admit, by the way, that I'm not using Book of Belial on every single room, and the reason... That was dumb. The reason I'm not using Book of Belial on every single room is because it takes a second to cast, which I'm not worried about, like, Boss Rush or anything like that, but it's just a little annoying if I'm going to kill the enemies in what would otherwise be that charge time anyway, so it seems like it's sensible to just tackle things this way. I'm gonna play this all the way down to the nub, basically. We don't need Dark Bum to pick up any red hearts in the near future, and my hope is that I can donate a little bit of this money to our donation machine. The triple shot pickup, I'm still firing pretty quickly. Jury's out, and by jury's out, I mean I'm not sure whether or not this makes technology better or worse. I think it makes it better in some ways and worse in others, if I may take the, like, ultimate cop-out answer. But I like it because it's weird, and especially if you pick up something like Spoonbender, it can be hilariously weird. I would like to go to the boss trap room. However, if I have the teleport... Yeah, that's a teleport card. Okay, let's find our boss quickly. We can do this. Just keep going. I do want this. That's perfect. Now we can't get into our boss trap room. But I'm hoping to just get into boss rush quickly and then teleport out, because they could have a Spoonbender in there. You know that there's a genuine chance. Okay, Red Mom is a little bit slower, actually, for us to kill than I think the other moms right now. But still, like, really, really easy. Are we creating that creep? Oh, it's... I forgot that we got Headless Baby. You know what? Let's go Dark Room this time. Let's mix it up a little bit. We do want the Mark. I don't think we gain anything at all from the nail, so we'll avoid that. Taurus... Oh, yeah, money equals power, no doubt. And you know what? I kind of want to fight the enemies just to see if we get something we want, basically. I mean, look at the damage we're doing. That was not smart. I feel like we should feel totally fine doing boss rush here. Our damage is disgusting. And how's this for a fan-friendly run? I played as Judas, a character that everyone seems to love, and myself included, actually. And I'm going to do boss rush instead of just cheesing the shit out of it. And I'm going to go to the dark room, so we're gonna appease lots of different people here. But the importance is, or the important thing for me to remember is we're going to Shoal. We're not going to the chest here. I think we can find a happy medium, right? Happy median. Either way, we're gonna all be happy. If there's like 15% of people that that want to see the dark room from time to time, maybe we'll do the dark room like 5% of the time. I know that seems like it's not proportional representation, and you would be correct, but I also, you know, I don't know. I don't have a good argument, okay? I'm not in the interest of you know, democratic reform or anything like that. I'm just a dude who plays video games on the internet. So if this gives me a shit item, I'm gonna be pretty disappointed. And if it gives me an amazing item, I'm gonna be pretty appointed. Is there what's the inverse of disappointed? I mean, obviously, I can come up with a word that means the opposite, you know, impressed or happy, pleasantly surprised, etc., etc. There's got to be an appointed. Does there not? I mean, I'm not Merriam and or Webster. I didn't invent the English language. That's a joke. I can't wait to see what kind of comments that creates. But, oh, we're almost done here. I've never heard of being appointed, except as, like, you know, a judge or something like that, or, you know, a secretary of the interior. I was gonna say this is how good our damage is without Book of Belial, and then I realized that I am an idiot and cannot be trusted with sensitive commentary like that. Because obviously we have used Book of Belial here. We haven't lost very much HP, and, you know, I would really expect Dark Bum to be able to juice us back up super quickly here. Hot Bombs is really the only one we can go with here. Stars card out. And we're going to go back here because I want more money now. I will still donate whatever I can donate to our donation machine, and that's just because I want to make sure that if our donation machine can handle it, I'm going to give it all it can take right now. We don't need the damage as much as our donation machine needs our protection, basically, from ourselves. Yeah, that was pretty good. I mean, the Hot Bombs payout, relatively meaningless. The Money Equals Power payout is awesome, though. You got a payout for me? Yeah. This is just a nice, comfortable run. You know, this is my first run of the day, in Isaac at least, and it's really nice to get a kind of, get your sea legs underneath you, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I feel like we played a decent run right off the start, and we didn't get hit in the early game, which is not a surprise, but rather than buying anything here, I'm just gonna donate all of our money, and then, yeah, then we'll decide. I think I'm only gonna get the pill, actually, and the key, and I think that's completely okay. Let's open this now that we can. Increasingly smaller chests. Let's try these two rooms, although I don't really want, like, an Eternal Heart, so I'm not sure why I was doubling down on those, but we'll head down. We got the nail as our other one. Yeah, pretty much meaningless. All right, let's do this. This is another winning run, and we're coming back with an Isaac run next, which is always, like, that's the best thing during the streak, is when you have a good random run, and then you know, okay, Isaac comes next. That, statistically speaking, should be one of the easier runs. And then we've got Eden after that, which is a crapshoot, and random after that, which is a crapshoot. But basically, a win as random is like 1.8 wins. Because you're pretty confident you're going to get that Isaac win next. I'm not trying to be overly confident. You know, I have lost as Isaac. But it's not, you know, it's not cocky to say that Isaac is usually the easiest run. It's at least the most guaranteed run. Not necessarily guaranteed win, but, you know, you're guaranteed to start with a good spacebar item. You're guaranteed to start with a certain baseline of stats. And you're definitely guaranteed to start with a decent amount of HP, which is, you know, watch the ending videos of streaks. Short of randoming the Lost, it is usually, well, it's one of two things. It's either a huge lack of HP, or just getting absolutely dog shit items over the course of a whole run. And we've had a couple of runs that have fit the bill on both of those and managed to escape with the streak intact, so I'm pretty happy about that. But I'm trying not to get ahead of myself, you know. I realize I'm in post-mortem territory already, but we are getting to the point where, you know, we can talk about a streak of 100 as a genuinely real ambition, as opposed to, you know, what it was when I brought it up, which is just like, oh, it would be really nice if I could get a streak of 100. Now it's like, oh shit, this could really happen, you know? It's the exact plot, if I may say, of Eminem's hit song Lose Yourself. Except I'm not really a big fan of spaghetti. It's kind of funny that Lose Yourself is like this, you know, internet joke now. And I think most people, like, still kind of like it. But that song was, like, genuinely, 8 Mile came out when I was in 9th grade. And that song was, like, everybody's pump-up song. You know, you come out to gym class, the coach is like, run laps. I'm going to put on Du Hast by Rammstein. Ba with the Ba by Kid Rock. That's just a classic, of course. And then Lose Yourself by Eminem. It was like a PG-13 pump-up rap song with an associated film surrounding it, and it was just, it was very motivating. I got some of my best 9th grade homework done to that song. Definitely we want toothpicks here, and yeah, Rotten Baby is awesome to have in conjunction with Mongo Baby, but I don't know if Rotten Baby, is Rotten Baby spitting out flies? No, it's just spitting out what it spits out. That's okay. That's okay. It's the same thing like, I will play this. It's a touch risky, though. When Banana Phone, this is like now 10 years ago, but when Banana Phone started to be popular as a joke on the internet, I was like, oh shit, my mom bought me that album when I was like 5, and now it's a joke. You think my childhood's a joke to you? But seriously, Banana Phone it's a funny song. I wish I was there during the songwriting days of Raffi and McCartney when they came up with that laugh riot. Ring, 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 banana phone. I think he just had, now that's a phone with appeal, and then he's like, oh shit, you're a genius, Raffi. He was talking to himself, there was an empty bottle of scotch next to him, but then he woke up in the morning and he's like, you know what? That ain't such a bad idea, Rafster. That's what he calls himself. I do believe, by the way, that Raffi is Canadian, so making up such a dark alternate history about a countryman of mine does not feel as natural as as maybe I would like, but that's the truth. At least I always see posters when I'm in Vancouver, not always, but I'll see posters occasionally that's like, Raffi playing at the, this kid's bookstore this weekend, and I'm like, oh shit, man. Maybe we could get him on the show. He wouldn't like that. Sometimes, like, people will be like, hey, can you get Steve Harwell from Smash Mouth on the show? And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be the guy who, like, kind of makes fun of someone and their work behind their back and then invites them onto the show and doesn't tell them that, like, the joke's gonna be on them. Like, if they were in on it, it would be okay, but we'd be like, hey, how about that All-Star, right? That's a great song. I was just gonna do a Steve Harwell voice. I got nothing against Steve Harwell. I did see him getting pissed off that people were throwing bread on stage. He didn't handle that properly. I think there's no one that would probably argue that. But at the same time, I was like, yeah, that would piss me off, if I was playing like a state fair, people were throwing loaves of bread at me. Mostly I'd be pissed at the organizers, though. Who runs like a state fair or a county fair or a food festival or something and gives out whole loaves of bread to people, and there's also a stage where musicians are going to be? Like, why don't you just give them, Molotov cocktails? They're gonna throw it on stage. It's 100% guaranteed. That's like, there's that cautionary tale of 10-cent beer night. Or there's two of them. There's 10-cent beer night and then like Burn Your Disco Records night that were like two different events at baseball stadiums. One of them, it was like a Cleveland baseball stadium or something like that, did 10-cent beer night and you could have unlimited beers. And of course it just ended up with people like rioting in the stands. And then the same thing happened, I believe, with like Burn Your Disco Records night. It was organized by like a local rock DJ. Not the Robbie Williams song, but you can look these up on Wikipedia. They're real incidents. I'm not making them up. It was like, hey, at the 7th inning stretch, no Tinted Rock, bring your disco records and like throw them onto the field and we'll burn them on the field. And they did, but the fire got like out of control and also created a huge pit in the outfield. And I believe that one might have ended in riots as well. I believe both of these might have been in Cleveland. I mean, no offense to my, Buckeye State brethren. That's just how I'm choosing to remember it. Maybe one of them was in Cleveland, maybe both of them were in Cleveland, I don't know. Actually, one of them, now that I think about it, I think one of them was in Cincinnati. Completely different. It's not the Cincinnati Browns, is it? It's the Cincinnati Reds. Anyway, that's like, step one at a festival of any kind is you search people's bags for shit that they could, drugs that could kill them within the grounds of your festival and thus leave you potentially liable, or at least ruin the vibe for a lot of people, and weapons so that they don't stab somebody over an argument about which Grateful Dead album is the best one, and then third, shit that they could throw onto the stage and just be like a total asshole about. Well, it's like you don't give people tomatoes to throw onto the stage, at least force them to clandestinely hide their own tomatoes. It's like a harm reduction strategy. I feel bad, like, because, Steve Harwell is getting the bread thrown at him. That sucks, man. And I have to feel that, like, the people throwing the bread were probably, like, the people who grew up with All-Star on the radio. And, as Steve Harwell, you gotta be like, I raised you! What are you doing to me, right? Like, that's gotta sting a little bit. Like, you love the song as a kid, then you get older and you, like, throw bread at the band ironically. Like, that's just not good form. I don't know why I keep picking up Guppy's head here. We could use Guppy's head like 5 times the room, but it doesn't really matter. But also, I think you gotta, the untold story about that, controversy is, you gotta feel real bad for the baker. Baker's like, I spent 30 years of my life perfecting my bread recipe. I got an order from the Fort Collins Chamber of Commerce. They said, make 500 loaves of bread. We're gonna give them out for free. It'll be great oh yeah. It'll be great advertising for your bakery. You're going to have your logo screen printed on all the bags, and you're going to be listed as a sponsor. So you're like, oh, sweet, this is amazing. get up at 3 a.m., you know, start kneading the dough. You're making these loaves of bread in the industrial ovens, in the bakery you pay an extreme amount of rent for. And then you're giving out the loaves of bread and you're saying, hey, make sure to check out Angelo's Bakery. It's on 674 Front Street. And then the people say, thanks, Angelo. I'm going to love this bread. And you say, I think they're going to love the bread. They seem like they're going to love the bread. And then, after the end of a long day, I'm going to go see my favorite pop rock band from the late 90s, early 2000s, Smash Mouth. And you see the people, they're ripping your bread. They're ripping your bread up and they're throwing it on stage. And you're like, what have I done with my life? It's like, for that baker, that's got to be a moment of extreme existential crisis. Is my bread only good enough to get thrown at Smash Mouth? I can't even, someone got to check in on that baker. This is why I should be working for like a newspaper or a television news program, because I see the stories that not many other people see. And that baker, someone's got to get in touch with that guy. I went to the cathedral instead of going to Shoal. That does not end the streak, but is kind of funny. I was not paying attention. But it doesn't count as a win either? Alright. Well, that ended up making nobody happy. That's why I don't go to the dark room. Anyway, I didn't expect to be done so quickly. Thanks for watching. I guess we'll do Isaac next to try to get an actual win. You know what? That compensates for that one episode where I think our win streak got artificially inflated by one. Because I had I hit space before the cutscene ended, and then that made me have to do it again at the start, and it seemed like that pushed, like I did the chest again at the start, that seemed like it pushed it up by one artificially. Anyway, this is all semantics. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.